Hey there, welcome back to our channel JBS Academy. This is Kunal, your international trade expert, and today we are unraveling the complexities of financial instrument that plays a crucial role in international trade, the letter of credit. If you have ever wondered how letter of credit work, you are in the right place. In this video, we will break down step by step. So let's get started.
For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
First things first, what is letter of credit? To begin, let's demystify the term. The letter of credit, often abbreviated as LC, is a financial guarantee issued by a bank on the behalf of the buyer, assuring the seller that they will receive the payment once certain conditions are met. It's like a financial bridge that spans the gap between the buyer and seller, specially used in international trade. Before we dive into how LCs work, let's meet the key players. First, applicant, the buyer or importer who initiates the LC. Beneficiary, the seller or exporter who will receive the payment. Issuing bank, the buyer's bank that issues the LC. Advising bank, the seller's bank that advises the LC to the beneficiary. Confirming bank, now this is optional, but in a lot of cases confirming banks are also there. A bank that adds additional layer of guarantee, typically in international transactions. Now let's break down the process of how letter of credit works step by step. Step 1, initiation. The buyer approaches their bank to request an LC in the favor of the seller. Step 2, issuance. The issuing bank issues the LC and sends it to the advising bank, if it's in a different country, for transmission to the beneficiary, who is the seller. Presentation of document. The seller ships the goods and provides the required documents like invoices, bill of lading, and inspection certificates to the advising bank. Examination of the document. The advising bank reviews the document to ensure they comply with the LC's terms and conditions. Payment. If everything is in order, the advising bank sends the document to the issuing bank, which then releases the payment to the beneficiary. Step 6, delivery of goods. The goods are released to the buyer. Now, LCs also have a lot of types. So let's see what types are there in letter of credit. First is site LC. Payment is made as soon as documents are presented and verified. No other delay. Deferred payment. Payment is made at a later date specified in the LC. Transferable LC. Beneficiary can transfer the rights to the third party. So in this case, the seller can transfer the LC to somebody else if he needs to make the payment. Now let's see some advantages and disadvantages. Before you rush into using LCs, it's important to consider their pros and cons. Advantages include risk reduction, smoother international trade, and access to financing. However, they come with cost, complexity, and due diligence. Now, it's important to address risk mitigation. First is explanation. One of the most significant benefits of using letter of credit is that it helps mitigate various risks associated with international trade. Since LC involves the participation of banks, it provides an added layer of security for both the buyer and the seller. The issuing bank guarantees payment to the seller once they have met the terms and conditions specified in the LC. This assurance reduces the risk of non-payment or default, which is particularly crucial when dealing with unfamiliar or distant trading partners. So these are all the risks which are mitigated by using letter of credit. Also, LC facilitates smoother and more structured trade transactions. The use of LC streamlines the payment and delivery process. It establishes a clear framework which predetermines the conditions that must be met for the transaction to be completed. This clarity helps prevent misunderstanding and disputes, ensuring that both the parties are on the same page regarding their respective obligation. Letter of credit can also be used to secure finance. For the seller, a letter of credit can serve as a financial instrument that allows them to obtain financing from their bank. By presenting the LC, which represents a guaranteed payment, the seller can negotiate a loan or credit facility. This access to financing can be especially beneficial for the business that may need additional funds to fulfill their end of the transaction, such as producing or procuring goods for delivery. Letter of credit enhances the creditability of both buyers and sellers on international stage. When the seller is willing to accept payment through a letter of credit, it signals to the buyer that they are serious about the transaction and are confident in their ability to deliver as per the agreed terms. Likewise, for the buyer, initiating an LC demonstrates their commitment to fulfilling their payment obligation. This mutual commitment fosters trust between the parties involved and helps in building stronger, long lasting business relationships, which is beneficial for both. Letter of credit offers flexibility in negotiating payment terms. Depending on the negotiation between the buyer and the seller, an LC can specify various payment conditions such as the time frame of the payment, the currency in which the payment is to be made, and any specific documentation required. This flexibility allows the parties to tailor the terms to their specific needs and preferences. Overall, a letter of credit is a versatile financial instrument that provides a range of benefits from risk reduction to facilitating smoother transactions and even enabling access to financing. It's a powerful tool that can significantly enhance the efficiency and security of international trade transactions. So, there you have it, guys, a breakdown on how letter of credit works. They are a vital tool in international trade, providing security and structure to transactions across border. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe our channel for more educational content. Thanks for joining us today. This is Kunal, your international trade expert. I'll see you in the next video.
For detailed learning of all logistics subjects, visit www.logiveda.com.